Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Today's Sunday actually, and usually on a Sunday there's a little tradition that we had in my family where Sunday you'd always have like Sunday dinner. So it'd be like a roast or rice and peas or something like that. And so I haven't really been doing anything much on a Sunday because I've been so busy. I work 7 days a week. So today I just thought that I would do my Sunday dinner and film. So work and film, work and film, work and cook. So yeah, I just decided to do that. And I actually fancy like some roast potatoes today. I really have a thing about potatoes. I love potatoes so much in like any form. So I'm gonna do some roast potatoes with some rice and peas, some plantain. I was gonna do some mac and cheese as well, but I don't think I have enough cheese. In fact, I didn't buy any pasta, so I'm not gonna be doing that. But yeah, I just thought I'd treat myself. I've had a hell of a week, so I think this is probably well deserved. And it's nice to keep up traditions if you can. I can't say I'm gonna do this every Sunday, but once in a while, I guess is nice. It becomes like Christmas, huh? So I'm gonna get started right now. So I've cut up my chicken. I mean, you didn't think I wasn't going to wash it, did you? Obviously, I'm going to wash my chicken. I just like to cut it up first because if you don't wash your chicken, that's nasty. Anyway, so I bought 4 packets of the chicken breast. Now, I prefer the thigh, right? Because I feel like it's a little bit more juicy. But I'm actually going to do like some chicken nugget type thing. So I'm going to coat some of the chicken and fry it just for the week because I feel like if I'm in the kitchen I might as well make use of the time. And then I'm going to put some and I'm going to put in the oven. So I'm going to do a mixture of 2 things, but I decided not to use 1 packet of chicken, so I've left 1. I'll use that another day. I just feel like it's going to be just too much because we don't actually eat a lot of meat anymore, and so I feel like I'm going overload as it is with the 3 packets. I'm going to clean and season up my chicken now so you can see. I'm gonna actually use vinegar to wash the chicken. I know some people use like salt or lemon. I have white vinegar, so I'm gonna use that to clean my chicken. I like the way that does, and I feel like it doesn't leave any like aftertaste as well. I feel like salt, if you use salt, it can make your chicken a bit too salty because I feel like the salt actually goes into the chicken, so I use white vinegar. What do you guys use? Let me know. So I'm just about to season my chicken. I've washed it in the sink. I am a heavy-handed seasoner. I love lots of seasoning. Ideally, I should have seasoned this yesterday, but obviously not prepared as usual. So I'm gonna season it, leave it in the fridge for like an hour at least to cook, and then leave it in the fridge to season, and then I'll cook it. So I have too much on my mind, seriously. Just forgive me, please. So the lid for my ginger fell off, so I got quite a lot of ginger in there. So I just had to use it. So my chicken's gonna be nice and gingery, if nothing else anyway. So these things happen, eh? It never happened before, but obviously it's gonna happen on camera. Of course it is. I mean, why wouldn't it happen on camera? Okay, so I am parboiling my potatoes just to make the whole process easier when I put the potatoes in the oven to roast. I just feel like it makes it faster because, man, sometimes when you put them in like just without parboiling them, they take so long, like hours. Like ain't nobody trying to wait that long. So I'm just gonna parboil them. And right now I'm gonna also boil the black eye beans as well because those are gonna need some time before I can add the rice and stuff. And then I gotta make stew. And then I gotta put oh my gosh, I should probably put the chicken in the oven. Because my oven is not that big actually. I understand why people have 2 ovens now. My oven's not that big, so just for the sake of space, I think I'm gonna put that in the oven now before the potatoes are ready. I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so right now I've just taken out my seasoned chicken from the fridge. It's been in there probably about an hour or so. I'm putting half of it into a dish ready to go inside the oven. So this part of it, I'm going to put these in and roast it. I'm putting these in before the potatoes because my oven is just so small that I just can't fit everything in. So I won't be able to fit the potatoes in at all. And obviously I can't help myself. I'm just putting a little bit more seasoning on there, you know, for the last time. And I'm just going to get it ready to put inside the oven right now, which is what you can see me doing. Sometimes you have to bend down and check just to make sure that thing is actually on. Okay, so in goes my chicken, as you can see. Nice, nice. Just make sure everything's right. Put the light on, make sure I can see it, make sure the temperature is correct. I usually put it on about 180 degrees, something like that. Okay, so right now I am just about to start boiling my peas as well for my rice and peas. So that's going in there. I'm going to give it a little quick rinse first before I actually put it on the fire too. So just drain off the water because I don't like to use the Ghana tap water for cooking. I know some people do. I just prefer not to. I prefer to just use sachet water. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm just adding some sachet water onto the rice and peas, and I'm just going to leave it to cook. That'll probably take about half an hour, maybe. No, 45 minutes to an hour, I'd say, to get it really soft. I don't like them, what do you call it? Al dente. I don't like them like that. I like them to be nice and soft. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare my flour to season the other half of my chicken. So even though the chicken's already seasoned, I like to put a little bit more seasoning into my flour mixture. So don't ask me what seasonings I'm using. I really cannot remember. All I know it is I've probably got a bit of paprika in there, some salt, maybe a bit of ginger, and some other stuff that I can't remember. Maybe some type of herb I've probably put in there. Maybe some thyme or something like that. So I just mix it up and get that ready to go. So my potatoes are ready now. They have been parboiled, as you can see, very, very hot. So I'm just going to put them into the dish, ready to put in the oven. I'm going to season them a little bit before I put them in the oven as well. And then I can just leave that. Then that's pretty much done until they're ready. So one thing off the checklist. Okay, my potatoes are done. So into the dish they go. I know there's quite a lot, but the thing about potatoes is once you put them into the oven, they do shrink down. So although it looks kind of like too many for the dish, it will shrink down and it will be absolutely fine. I've done it so many times. So I'm just going to prepare that. So I've just put some cut up butter onto it as well. I know some people like to use like duck fat and things like that. I don't like that. I just prefer to use regular butter. So I just cut it up, sprinkle it on there, just to help it crisp up nicely inside the oven. And I'm also, you know how we do, I'm also going to add a little bit of seasoning. Here we go. That's a little bit of black pepper for you. And then I'm sure I'm going to add some salt to that as well. There you go. There's the salt. Add a little bit of salt. You know, we have to season up our things. It just tastes so much better when it has seasoning on it. I prefer to over-season than under-season. And that is what, I can't see what that is. Bit of seasoning anyway. Rosemary. I'm sure it's rosemary. And into the oven it goes. So here I had to put my chicken down a shelf. It's not even a proper shelf. I don't like to put it on that tray thing because sometimes it can burn. But I'm just going to keep a careful eye on it. So the potatoes have gone into roast and I'm just checking the chicken just to make sure, obviously, it's cooked all the way through. Later on, I will remove the foil from the top and let it kind of brown a little bit nicer. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to fry the chicken. So here we go. I'm going to coat it. Now, one thing I will say is I know some people put their chicken into egg or milk to help coat it. I just don't feel like it's necessary. So literally, I just take it out from the container where it was seasoned and put it straight into the flour, mix it all up in there, put it into some hot oil to fry, and I'm pretty much good to go. That is it. And so I just fry in small batches at a time just to make sure they cook through properly and they don't stick together. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now, with a little bit of dancing throughout. You can't help. You have to happy yourself. Come on now. Don't judge me for it. You know you do it too. You have to dance while you're cooking to make yourself happy. Just checking on my chicken to see if it's ready. And there you go. It's ready. So the first batch is coming out of the fire. And I'm going to get ready and put the next lot in as well, with a side of dancing. And obviously I have to keep checking on the oven too. So I'm going to probably check both the chicken and the potatoes. Just make sure they're cooking nicely. There we go. So I've taken off the foil from the top of the chicken. You can see right there. And I'm just going to allow it to cook. Now I'm getting my rice ready for the rice and peas. So I've just poured some in a container. I just want to make sure that it's the right amount. It's so hard because I never measure anything. I do everything by eye. So I'm just kind of like feeling it to make sure that it is exactly what I wanted it to be. Okay, so I'm just going to check my peas are done, which they are. So I've just washed the rice, obviously, and I'm putting it in there. Mix it all up a little bit just to make sure the beans get nice and spread inside there. And then next I'm going to add some coconut milk to that, because, you know, it has to be nice and tasty. Got some flavour in there. So there goes the coconut milk. I'll probably give it another quick mix, as you can see there. I don't drain the beans at any point, okay? So if I've cooked the beans in water and there's some water left in there, I just leave the water in there. So I'm just adding some more water in there just to make sure the rice is able to cook properly. And I'll just leave it on a lower fire. I'm going to add some salt first. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. There you go. Now, after a short while, go back and check my rice. It's coming along nicely. It's actually almost ready. I think just a few more minutes just to make sure that it is cooked nice and softly, and it will be done. That's it. Guys, it is now 4 o'clock. I started at 12:30. I haven't stopped. I haven't sat down. I haven't taken a break. Nothing. I'm still going. But let me show you this. Okay, so the chicken nugget things are done. The rice is almost done. Over here, the potatoes are coming along nicely. The chicken is down the bottom as well. I just now, and I'm doing a lot of now because I'm thinking too much. So I need to make some stew very quickly for the rice and then I need to do the gravy and the veg. I've only got peas. I forgot to buy veg today. Okay, so I'm just cutting up some onion now to add to the stew. This is just a very, very quick stew. My daughter doesn't eat meat, so it'll just be a plain stew. Very basic, so just some tomatoes, onions, you know, ginger, garlic, all of that. And I'm just going to cook it on the fire, add a little bit of seasoning, and that's it. Pretty much good to go and let it do its thing. Okay, so my my memory is really, really low, so I'm having to cut what I'm filming just because I film with my phone and I have so many videos on my phone that I need to edit and get out of the way. But yeah, so I don't have a lot of time. But anyway, so as you can see, I said that the nuggets were done. This is the chicken from the oven. The stew is cooking. The rice and peas are done. And over here, the roast potatoes, as you can see, are getting golden, but they're not done yet. So now all that's left is the gravy and the garden peas, and then I'm done. I need to get out of this kitchen, like seriously, it's too much. It's now 5:30. I'm almost done. Karis is frying the plantain for me. I've done the green peas, the garden peas, and now I'm just about to do the gravy. So I'm just using a granules thing. Because my daughter doesn't eat meat, if she did eat meat, I would have maybe used some of the juices from the chicken to put inside the stock to make a stock before I added the gravy, but I can't do that. So I'm just using the gravy. You can tell I'm really tired, right? Oh no, it's done, it's too late, it's all dry now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna make the gravy very quickly. So I've just boiled the kettle and I'm gonna pour it onto the granules just to get a nice smooth consistency, and then I'll boil it a little bit more on the fire. You don't actually have to do that, but I just like to do that extra step. I just feel like it's not done unless it's been on the fire. I don't know, there's something about pouring hot water onto granules and just saying that it's done. I don't know, I just can't. So I'm gonna put it on the fire just to get the actual consistency that I want as well. So.
I'm not having gravy. I just have roast potatoes like that with ketchup. Wait, so Mom, so who is the peas?
Turn this light on for me, please.
Okay. Mom, so who's the peas for?
Okay, so I am done. Karis is just finishing off the last few plantains that she's frying there. I'll just show you the potatoes. So these are my potatoes, nice and golden. I've shown you my rice and everything already. Okay, let me show you one more time. I need a cloth because it's hot. Ignore the mess. Oh, Karis, is your plantain burning? Rice and peas, my green peas, gravy, plantain. Oh, and my chicken stuff is here too, right? So that's the one that's coated in flour, and this one here is the regular one that was done in the oven. So 2 types. I'm tired. I think now I've used up my cooking quota for the week. I'm not cooking anything this week. And everybody's going to eat toast for the rest of the week when this food is finished. I'm not cooking anything. I ain't coming inside this kitchen again for nothing, okay? So please don't call me. Don't call me to cook. Don't call me to cook. I'm not doing it. All right, guys. This is it. Finished. Yes, I have ketchup. Do not judge me, okay? I always like to have a little bit of ketchup with my roast potatoes, okay? I'm done now. I'm going to go eat. I'm so tired. The only thing missing, actually, is the fact that I don't have any stew. I just don't feel like eating stew right now. But yeah, I'm done. Hope you've enjoyed the video. First time I've done one of these cooking type videos, so this was different. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment, share this video and